Hi, my name is Caitlin McMahon, and this is my presentation for creating innovative uses of technology. I'm doing a unit for first grade, and it's a science unit on habitats and animals. My rationale for creating these lessons really began with the searching project. I knew that the technology that I researched in that portion of the course was definitely the technology that I wanted to incorporate into these lessons. I really did also want to strive for improved student engagement and just really getting all of the students active in each of the lessons and participating. I wanted to use technology that was available to me, but maybe not technology that I used before. I'm fortunate enough to be in a school that does have a lot of available technology, so there was a lot for me to choose from and think about, and there is still a lot that I haven't explored, so I definitely wanted to try something new this time. And I wanted assessment to be kind of the basis for this lesson, not necessarily assessment for grades, but assessment as a way for students to grow and check in with their understanding, as well as for me as the teacher to gather information about what the kids are learning and what they're understanding well. And I knew that this would be a great time in our year to try out these technologies because we're coming to the end. We're doing an animal and habitat unit that will lend itself perfectly for trying out these new technologies. So the main technologies that this unit focuses around are the personal response systems, which are commonly called clickers, and also web-based quizzes. However, as I was designing the lessons, a lot of other technologies kind of came into play, and it seemed that they would be perfect to incorporate into this unit as well. So we'll also be using web videos, iPads for some research, student-created quizzes, which is web-based quizzes again, but made by the students. And then our class website will be utilized a bit for posting certain things. Okay, so lesson 1 is really the first half of the unit, I would say. It would probably take us about 2 weeks to do this first lesson. The first step is to gather data as the teacher and to come up with a base of knowledge to work with in planning the future lessons. So to do that, I plan to make a quiz, like a pretest of the unit, and the students will respond to the questions using a personal response system. So they'll each have their individual clickers, and we'll go through the pretest and they can answer and respond. And then from there, we won't really go over the data as a class, but I'll take that information and use the background knowledge that the kids already have and also their interests to plan the future lessons and what we're going to really focus on as we learn about the animals and their habitats. That way, it can really be designed to best meet everybody's needs and interests. As we're studying the animals and habitats, we'll be doing a lot of research as a class and then as groups too. The websites that we'll mostly be using, because these are the ones that I'm familiar with and that I know are great for younger students, are factsforme.com and pebblego.com. Both of these websites do require a subscription, but fortunately my school takes care of that and we have a subscription for the whole school, so that's something that you might want to invest in if you're interested in doing a lot of student-based research. Here's just a little screenshot of what you might find at Facts for Me. It's very easy to navigate, and they have a lot of different resources, especially on the topics of animals and habitats. Pebble goes the same way, very simple and basic language that the kids can really benefit from, even at first grade level. In addition to website research, we'll be doing a lot of learning from videos, which will mostly be displayed on the active board. The kids can all view at the same time. But the two sites that I like using for videos are Discovery Education and BrainPop Junior. And again, these do require a subscription, but most schools will take care of that, hopefully, for you. We'll look at BrainPop Junior in a minute. But as we're going through these videos and also the other lessons, we'll take periodic web quizzes, which is the other technology that I explored. And there's many sites for creating web quizzes. The one that I'll show you here in this presentation is Quiblo.com. You can also use Google Forms and a number of other sites. When we do the web quizzes, we'll mostly, again, be using the clickers, the personal response systems, so that all the students can participate and take the assessments at the same time. So let's go ahead and take a look at BrainPop. BrainPop Junior is a really good resource for videos, and they're very brief videos, but they pack a lot of information in there, and they're also engaging to the students. There's a BrainPop for the older students, but kindergarten through 3rd can use BrainPop Junior. And then, sorry, I'm already logged in here, but you just log in, and then you can explore the sites by clicking on the categories, or you can just search what you're looking for. Go ahead and type in habitat. And then you have all of these different habitats that you can watch a video on. We'll do the desert because my class is assigned the desert. So here you would just watch the video as a class, showing this on the active board. And then when you're finished, the quizzes are always something the kids want to do. So this is a great way to get them to do something that they want to do, but also check their understanding from the results. If you're using your personal response systems especially, then you can get good feedback and data from that, and the kids can see right away what their misconceptions were or what they understand well. So we generally do the easy quizzes.
Easy quiz.
And then the online version. And then they're just questions that went over the information from the video that you can check back in with. One great thing about BrainPop Junior is that kids can do this completely independently, even if they're not strong readers, because they can read the questions to them.
What kind of plant is best for the desert?
So we would go through quizzes like this and then discuss the results and let kids check in with what they've learned. Next, we'll take a quick look at Quiblo so you can see how to create your own quiz using this website. This one does require a login as well, but it's free. I'm already logged in here. So now I'll go to Create. It takes a little bit sometimes to get this going. Okay, sorry, let's try that again. So you click Create, and then there are several different types of quizzes to create. You can do a poll, a survey. This question one allows for open-ended answers where the students can actually type in their responses. I generally stick with the scored quizzes that are multiple choice. And then they're very simple to make. You just type in your title. If you want to add an image, you can do that here. And then you just go ahead and type your questions and your answer choices. And be sure that you do bubble in the correct answer. That way when you take it, the kids can get that feedback from whether they were right or wrong. You can add more answers if you want more than 2 choices, and you can of course add other questions too. Alright, and that brings us to lesson 2, which is the second half of this unit, and that's more the student project part. So the students are assigned an animal to research further, and the animal that they get is based on the habitat that the class has. So each first grade class is assigned a habitat, and ours is the desert. So each of my students will be assigned a desert animal that they'll work on researching. A lot of this project will be done at home. It's more of a homework type activity, but we will do some of the research in the classroom. Again, I'm fortunate enough to be at a school that has a lot of technology available, and we do have several iPad carts for checkout. So I could use the iPads for an entire day if I wanted to and let my children do their individual research on their particular animal and get some other projects started in school. But then when they do their homework assignment, they can present the project really in any way they want. They can make a website or a PowerPoint, a video, a brochure, a poster. It's really up to them how they want to present it. They'll come back to school and we'll spend a few days letting them all go through their projects and present them to the class. And then the last part of this lesson, which is a part that I think the kids would be really excited about, is that each kid is going to come and meet with me one-on-one. We'll just sit down together with my laptop and we'll create a quiz for their presentation. So each kid will come up with their own quiz for their animal, and we'll use Quibblo again most likely, and together we'll create a short quiz, probably no more than 5 questions, and that will just really help the kids think again about their animal and kind of summarize the important details of what they learned and what they hope that their classmates learned. And as I finish each quiz with the students, we can post it to our class website. My kids are very familiar with our website and they visit it pretty much daily. I use Weebly for that, so we can check that out real quick. Here there are many things for them to navigate through. They have different links on the side, but we'll probably place these under the Additional Sites and Links tab. And then as the quizzes are created, we'll just embed them underneath this section. Then finally, the students can take each other's quizzes just by going to the website and clicking on the one that they would like to do. And this is not any kind of a pressure activity, but more just for fun and to check in with what they learned. And also, a lot of the meaning came from the person who created the quiz. That was where the majority of this, the importance of this portion of the lesson was. However, taking classmates' quizzes is also something that I know my students will really enjoy. So all in all, I think there are a lot of advantages to this lesson. It's great for easy data collection. The personal response systems and the web quizzes both offer a great resource for collecting that information for the teacher and also for the students. It keeps the kids engaged and motivated. Everybody's participating. It's a beneficial form of assessment that provides immediate feedback so the kids know right away what they understand or what they don't understand, and they can adjust their learning accordingly. It really helps the kids take ownership of what they're learning and responsibility for their knowledge. In conclusion, I think that the personal response systems and the web quizzes are 2 excellent technologies, and I'm really happy that I explored them through this project, and I'm looking forward to using them in my class. I think they are user-friendly and quick. You don't have to really change your routines. They can kind of be implemented into the regular schedule without too much difficulty. And it doesn't take a whole lot of instruction to learn the technology. The kids will pick it up really quickly, and there's just like a little bit of a basic introduction lesson that's really all that's needed. I'm also glad that I explored these technologies because I think that while they worked great for my science unit on animals and habitats, they could work equally as well for really any other subject or content area. And also at any level. So whatever you teach, these are great technologies to incorporate into your really daily teaching. So if your school has these technologies, I mean, most of you would, of course, be able to use web quizzes right away. The personal response systems, probably a lot of you have, maybe you don't even realize, at least one system or something at your school that you could check out. It's definitely worth giving a try, and I am looking forward to trying it out with my kids because I think that they will be very engaged and excited to use these things and to further their learning through them. So I hope you enjoyed and can try these technologies out yourself.